Highlights from the first period of action between Trinidad and Tobago and Turks and Caicos. A lot on the line as the winner is moving on, the loser is going home. And pretty much right off the bat, this first period belonging to Trinidad and Tobago. There was the first goal by Ryan Augustine, the captain. Pretty much his first touch of the ball after coming off the bench, and he was able to score it, the captain scoring his third goal. Then from the back, the first of two goals for the goalkeeper, Jabari Gray, just lofting this right over the top of Pendiano Brooks. Then Shaloon Bob, a header back across the face of goal. That made it 3-0 to Trinidad and Tobago. They were really off and running after that, and you can see the frustration from Pendiano Brooks. Trinidad and Tobago would have a couple of more chances as this first period rolled along. But the last goal would go to that man right there. That's the goalkeeper. A physical first period, and Jabari Gray would have to make a couple of saves during the first 12 minutes as well. So would Pendiano Brooks. Right now it looks like Trinidad and Tobago would be getting into the knockout stages based on their performance so far. And here was the final goal of that period, coming from the goalkeeper. A bit of trouble there at the back. He turns it in to. Highlights from the second period of action, and plenty of goals to go around for both sides. Pendiano Brooks was called into action quite a few times during that period. Trinidad and Tobago always looked dangerous, but Alex Bryan would eventually find a goal for Turks and Caicos. Deflecting in off the leg of Ryan Augustine, who couldn't get the block in. And Pendiano Brooks distributing for Irby Magny, and then the header coming on, a fortunate bounce for Ledson Jerome. And that was the second goal of the period for Turks and Caicos, but then just minutes later, it was Shaloon Bob. A little header right back across the face of goal. And able to get another one for Trinidad and Tobago. Shaloon Bob has a brace already in this game. Some free kicks also for both teams, and none of them were scored, but still some big moments for both sides in that second period. Just before the end of it, it would be Turks and Caicos getting another goal, and then Trinidad and Tobago, as they have done multiple times, answering right back. Highlights from the third and final period between Turks and Caicos and Trinidad and Tobago, and what a period this was, back and forth with Trinidad and Tobago just trying to put this one away. But Turks and Caicos would not let that happen. They would stay right in this thing. And they would even cut it to a 1-goal deficit and make it 6-5 at one point, but in the end, just not enough. Chances for both sides throughout this 12 minutes. But Turks and Caicos not able to get it done when it came down to the business end of it. And Trinidad and Tobago just had that killer instinct there at the end. There was Irby Magny's goal, just to keep making things interesting for Turks and Caicos. Little glancing header that just was able to fall past the line and in. Pendiano Brooks, of course, coming up with some big saves for Turks and Caicos throughout the 12 minutes. Kevon Woodley nearly scoring a spectacular goal on the bicycle kick. And same thing with Ryan Augustine. But both not able to find the back of the net here in this period. There'd be just one goal scored in the period by Trinidad and Tobago, as Turks and Caicos really hung around and tried to make it interesting. There was the goal. It would come from Jeff Beljour, his second straight game with a goal. He would hobble off, but in the end, McDougall, he would provide the final blow for Turks and Caicos and put it away for Trinidad and Tobago as they advance on to the knockout stage.